In visual communication, we don't get a lot of time to communicate our message. In addition, our vocabulary of design elements is highly subjective and open to viewer interpretation. Visual hierarchy is an essential aspect of design that governs how elements are arranged around a page to guide the viewer's eye and ensure that they receive the message the designer intended. Understanding visual hierarchy is crucial to avoid confusing designs like this. If we just rearrange things a little bit, all of a sudden it's a lot more clear and makes a lot more sense. So why is that? Hi, I'm Drew, and I've taught foundational design concepts and motion design at university for over 5 years. Check out my work over at moonlime.io. So what is visual hierarchy? Well, first, what is hierarchy? Hierarchy just refers to a system of levels or ranks arranged in descending order. Usually the higher the level or rank, the more elements within it. We can think of the hierarchy of this video content as a tree where each branch represents a section of content. Right now we're in the intro branch defining hierarchy, and we'll move on to the limb of that branch where we define visual hierarchy. I think one of the clearest examples of visual hierarchy is the 1968 photo of the Earth rising over the moon's horizon. If we break the image down to design elements, we just have a couple of circles, a little bit of texture, and some color. The principle of scale tells us that big equals important, though, so the moon really dominates the space. The hierarchy presented in the photo really forces us to reconsider the hierarchy of the universe by making our entire home planet appear so small. About a decade later, cinematographers used a similar setup in the opening scene of Star Wars. The principles of scale and balance really explain the entire dynamic between the rebels and the Empire in a single still image. The gray mass of the Star Destroyer really dominates the frame, just as the Empire dominates the galaxy. When it comes to graphic design, typography is a really powerful tool for setting up visual hierarchy. Designers use headings, subheadings, and body styles to help organize content visually. Headings tell viewers where a new section starts and what content belongs to it. Subheaders divide the sections further, and good typographic hierarchy tells a viewer what to expect in a section and where to quickly look for the information they want. Design templates like this can help quickly set up a really strong visual hierarchy. If you're looking for creative assets like this for your next project, check out Envato Elements. With millions of assets, Envato Elements has everything you need to get the job done. Plus, with a subscription, you can download as many assets as you want whenever you need them. And of course, for more free videos like this, make sure to subscribe to Envato Tuts Plus on YouTube and enable notifications. To emphasize headers, all we need to do is manage our design principles. Again, bigger equals more important. A little contrast and value helps grab a viewer's attention. And a good balance of positive and negative space helps group content so that it feels like it belongs together. Visual hierarchy is a bit different in illustration. A poster needs to grab the viewer's attention and deliver the call to action. To do this, posters require strong visuals that are relevant to the topic at hand, and also need to stand out when surrounded by competing visuals. The typography on a poster usually needs to be pretty concise, though, for viewers to read it quickly. I also picked up this poster on Envato Elements, and it does its job really well. The eye grabs attention, which eyes tend to do that anyway. Value and color contrast also help reinforce the eye and the text as the focal point. Less active shapes help give a sense of summer, warmth, tropics, and travel without distracting from the text. And the text quickly delivers the call to action without much typographic hierarchy. In fine art, the goal, if there is one, is to make the viewer ask questions. Barbara Kruger is a master of visual hierarchy and design principles. Her signature style of bold Futura and a red rectangle really helps emphasize typography over the visuals. Let's look at this piece, Money Can Buy You Love. Scale and contrast instantly drive the words money and love to the top of the hierarchy. Can, buy, and you almost go unnoticed on the first read-through, though. The arrangement of the type and the separation of each word helps us read it in multiple ways. Since English assumes that we're going to read left to right, we might see money, love at first, and then see money can buy you love if we get closer. Since can, buy, and you are also arranged vertically, though, we might also read it as money and love can buy you. In Kruger's work, strong visual hierarchy gives way to conceptual ambiguity and lets the viewer become an active participant in the message. Speaking of ambiguity, let's have a look at Andy Warhol's Marilyn Monroe portraits. Warhol's work explored consumerism and the conversion of Norma Jean Mortensen into a marketable product, Marilyn Monroe. Here, the absence of hierarchy is the important bit. The series of portraits of Marilyn really eschew any attempt at hierarchy with the repeated screen-printed shapes. And unlike the bold red rectangles in Kruger's work, the vibrant colors in each of the portraits really keeps any one portrait of Marilyn from standing out among the rest. Now go out and put that visual hierarchy to use. Thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and enable notifications to make sure you get new videos like this as soon as they come out.